The hottest t-shirts to hit the internet. Online now. Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. T-shirt styles and designs for everyone. Show your love for the show or rock a killer swanky new tee designed by us. Visit FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. Starting at just $19.99. Choose your size and color, then buy it now to order. 100% satisfaction guarantee. Shipping worldwide. Order today as supplies are limited. The Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Open now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store.
I did a what do I call it? A fill grocery order pickup. And basically a fill grocery order pickup is where like I only want one or two things, but you have to order like a minimum of like $35 when you're ordering from Walmart. So I just fill it with other stupid stuff. One thing that I filled it with was like some more cereal, and there's this not Honey Bunches of Oats. Man, I can't remember what it is. I took a picture of it before I came in. Let me look it up. I know this is the opening, but let me look it up real quick. Okay. Frosted mini wheats. Okay, I normally get frosted mini wheats, and you know they're normally the size. Well, I got a fill order tonight before I came here to do the show, and or today before I came and do the show, and I pulled the box out of the bag, and the first thing I saw was Paw Patrol. I saw Paw Patrol, and I'm like, you know what? I had to do like a double take for a second because I almost thought I got a box of dog food. I know, I'm weird. Oh yeah, this is Fat Guy Radio Show Snackable. Welcome to Fat Guy Radio Show Snackable, a one-on-one mini-series YouTube show with your boy, me, Corey Blaze. The show is done in segments. I make them up as I go. If you know the words, feel free. Let's dive in with my fat fake take. Okay, so I mentioned at the top of the show that I do online grocery orders. I've been doing online grocery orders before the pandemic, so don't get that twisted. I have a word, a wise word for those of you who online grocery shop. Don't shop at 1 a.m. with your eyes closed or with one eye closed, because this is exactly what I did. Look, I ordered groceries for pickup from my friends at Walmart, and somehow the first order that I did, because I did multiple orders, somehow the first order that I did, I selected a Walmart on the other side of town from where I live. Literally a 40 to 45 minute drive away from where I lived. And I didn't notice this until I get the alert on the Walmart app that says your order is ready for pickup. I go to my neighborhood Walmart. I park in the spot. I put in the app which spot I'm parked in, and then I sit there. I literally sat there. And on a normal order, you park, you sit for maybe a minute or two, and the little Walmart's blue smock people come out the little side door, pulling little blue carts with your grocery order. Well, that didn't happen. I sat there for about 5 minutes, and that didn't happen. And then another 5 minutes, and that didn't happen. And I looked to my right and I looked to my left, and I'm the only car in the grocery pickup. And I'm like, okay, something's wrong. So then I pick up the phone and I call the number on the little sign in front of the parking spot. And the guy says, "We don't have an order for you, Corey." And I'm like, I'm looking at the app and it says my order is ready to pick up. He's like, "We don't have an order." And I give him the store number off the sign. And then I look at the store number on the app, and it's a store in Chandler. So I apologize to the guy. I completely looked like a fool. And now I'm thinking to myself, am I really going to drive 45 minutes to pick up my grocery order? Mind you, this is the grocery order for my Thanksgiving dinner, my non-traditional, traditional Thanksgiving dinner. I decided I'm not driving all the way over there. It's not worth it. It's just not. I got to figure out some way to cancel this and reorder it and put it in the right. So I call the store in Chandler, and then they give me another number to call. And then they give me another number to call, 1-800-Walmart, basically. And they say, okay, just go online. I'm like, why didn't the first guy just tell me to go online? He could have just said, go online and cancel the order. So I go online, I cancel the order, I reorder everything for the right store. I go the next day, I pick it up, and I notice that some items, when I'm unpacking it back at home, some items are missing. I just figured that they were out of stock. You know, we're in a supply shortage right now. Things are out of stock. So I didn't think nothing of it. I was like, no harm, no foul. I looked at the receipt from the pickup order. I wasn't charged for them. No problem. Woke up the next morning to an email from Walmart telling me that my order is scheduled to be delivered today. And I'm thinking to myself, well, what the hell is being delivered? The missing items from my pickup order? Okay. Look through it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. They're just going to be delivered. I guess when I was shopping at 1 a.m. in the morning with my eyes closed, I must have, on the second order, selected that these items can be shipped. And I guess these items are being shipped. They were going to come that day, which was Wednesday, which was fine because it would get to me well in enough time for Thanksgiving. No harm, no foul. Well, I get an alert that says my items are delayed. And I'm like, oh, okay, no big deal. But one item was being delivered. I'm like, okay, cool. I looked at the app again. I looked at the email again. And this time I noticed the address that it was being shipped to. The items from my order were being shipped to my best friend's house. And the reason why my best friend's address was in my Walmart app is because I had ordered her something before, and I ordered it through Walmart and I just had it shipped to her house. Well, somehow I set that at her address as my default address, and now all of these items are going to her. Mind you, she lives at least 30 minutes away from me. And that's where my items were going. So now I'm back online trying to figure out, how do I cancel that? I couldn't cancel the delivery order. Everything was already in motion. So I called up my best friend and I told her, I says, hey, you're getting some of my groceries. And luckily none of them were perishable. Look, this is all my fault. I'm a big rube. I'm a huge rube for just like not paying attention and doing things late at night with one eye closed. And unfortunately, it resulted in like all of my grocery items being displayed across the city. And I look, if you're ordering these groceries for pickup, double check everything. Because, I mean, it delayed everything, and the shipping was delayed, and then I screwed it up even worse. I screwed up Thanksgiving altogether. I really did. I mean, and it all boils down to the fact that you don't order your grocery orders online at 1 a.m. in the morning with one eye closed. Everything gets screwed up. This is my fault, not Walmart's fault, my fault. Walmart was courteous enough to cancel my order, and I reordered it. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I was just so embarrassed. I really ruined my whole entire Thanksgiving dinner because I thought I had ordered, I didn't have any dessert because I was missing sweetened condensed milk. I didn't get enough. The pumpkin, because I was going to do a pumpkin pie, the canned pumpkin mix was one of the items that were going to be delivered. I actually didn't go and pick up the items that were delivered to my best friend's house until like the day after Thanksgiving last week, because when I realized that they were all being delivered, I went on the Zon and had them do a, freshly order. And one of those items I did order, but then it was out of stock. And I mean, it was a disaster. I'm a disaster. This is all of me just like rushing around and trying to do things at the last minute. And it's all my fault. It's a disaster. I own it. I'm a disaster. Don't shop for groceries at 1 a.m. in the morning with one eye closed. Don't do it. All right, let's transition with a message some of y'all need to hear.
If you can type it in a message, don't call my
Okay, so I screwed up my grocery order for Thanksgiving. I didn't have a traditional Thanksgiving. I mentioned on Fat Guy Radio Show that I was actually going to do green chicken enchiladas and green chili chicken enchiladas. And quite honestly, I didn't end up doing that because I didn't get all the items. I ended up really just fudging it all and just ended up making red enchiladas, just normal red enchiladas with chicken. And I used too much bell pepper. So it was like bell pepper chicken. Anyway, it was still good. I still ate it. Don't get me wrong. However, I came to a conclusion this past Thanksgiving. And hear me out. I think it's time to sunset Thanksgiving. And that's corporate speak for let's just stop doing it. Have you really sat back, as I did, and thought about why we celebrate Thanksgiving? Why do we need like a special day to get together with family and friends to eat? That's something that should happen on a regular basis. Now, when my grandma Blaze was alive, God rest her soul, we lost her in 1999. Too soon. When Grandma Blaze was alive, it was a regular Sunday afternoon to gather at her project apartment, number 25, for dinners. Or an early, or not so late to dinner, because we were never really there late after, too late after dark, but 4:00 dinner, grandma, she was up there in age. And the only time it was a special occasion was like on birthdays. It's not something that we need a holiday for. So I honestly think I'm done with Thanksgiving. I know that sounds weird, but I think I'm done with Thanksgiving. I mean, the day is really celebrating the trickery of Native Americans, where the Native Americans were trying to be nice and it was all a ruse to take their land in a way. I mean, just think about it. This is what we're celebrating, or am I seeing it wrong? This is the way that I mean, it's just like we're just celebrating the fact that, hey, we tricked you with some food. You let us eat at your table, and then we stabbed you in the back and we took your land. I mean, look, I will apply like the same theory to loving someone to Thanksgiving. Okay, if you love someone, you don't have to have like a special occasion to do special things for them. You can do them for them because it's just the right thing to do because you love them. So why do we have to wait until the last Thursday of November every year to gather family and friends together to eat, minus last year? You know what I mean? Here's the interesting thing. Thanksgiving, traditional turkey. Do you know that some historians actually say that turkey was not served at the original Thanksgiving? There are 2 surviving documents that claim that it would have been deer, cod and bass, cornbread, and porridge. If that's the case, when did turkeys become part of Thanksgiving? And why is it, a tradition? It just came out of nowhere. If you really take a deep dive into some of these American holidays, and I think that America's like the only one that celebrates Thanksgiving. I don't think they have Thanksgiving in other countries. And it just, I'm not saying that not to get together and gather with friends and family and be thankful for the things that you have as a family. I'm just saying that we just don't have to do it around, on the last Thursday of November. And I think that's where I am on this. There's no point to do that. If I want to have turkeys are available year round. If you look for them, they're available. They might be a little bit more expensive, but still they're available. I don't know. It's just like, it just seems like we're celebrating something that really wasn't that much of a celebratory moment. It was a ruse. It was the wool being pulled over the eyes of the Native American. And with my grandmother being part Native American, I guess I kind of have a personal connection to that. And it just, I don't know. I think I'm out on Thanksgiving. If I want to get together and have a harvest with friends and family after the pandemic, I will do that at any given time. I won't wait until the last Thursday of November. And I'll even work on it. I've worked on Thanksgiving before. I just don't see it. I just don't see it anymore. I don't know. I might be different. I might be on the outside of this, but it just seems like it's celebrating something that was really not that much of a celebratory moment. All right, let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to talk some TV. I'm sorry, the segment is called It's New. I'm still learning it. Forgive me, don't judge me. Ass Eyes Remote, don't blink. Okay, the saddest, most heartbreaking moment I've ever seen on television. No, it's not Will Smith, wondering why his father doesn't want him, nor is it Jack's icy, cold, blue, dead carcass just detaching from the door and floating into the ocean, nor is it the moment that old Yeller was Yeller no more. It's this moment right here. Roll the clip.
Thoughts first.
I don't want to get too emotional, but I adore you both so much. You're both so consistently phenomenal, and there's nothing to be fixed ever. Every single time we ran it was stunningly perfect. There's nothing that either of you can't sing, and I feel so privileged to work with you and to have spent this time with you both.
We love you.
Thank you. This song means a lot to me. My mom and I would sing it together in the car all the time, and hearing it done like this is just so special, and I'm just so proud of you both and thankful to work with you. And, oh God, I hate this so much.
I told you it was gonna happen, girl. I told you.
I literally talked to my therapist about this. I was like...
This is a tough one.
Oh, God.
But the time has come.
Oh my God, how your voice breaks when you cry is like, what in the hell? Just stop.
Ari, who is the winner of this battle?
Okay, it's Ariana crying. Ariana Grande. Get her off The Voice now. My heart cannot take this. Look, I'm a fan of Ariana Grande. I've been a fan of her since 2013. Look, she is a freaking walking heart with hair, and she's adored by millions of people all over the world. And I'm afraid The Voice judging is breaking her. This is like the first one. The first incident where she completely breaks down. And I can't take it, man. I can't take seeing Ariana Grande broken like that because it's so real. She's so connected to these people. Look, Kelly said it. The way that her voice breaks, dude, if you don't feel anything watching Ariana Grande cry, you're dead inside. You are a soulless creature. Ari is known for connecting with her fans, connecting with her audience during her concerts, and not many artists can. But Ariana Grande can, and she does. And so when she's put in a position to choose over someone else that she's built a bond with almost instantly, I can see why she has that reaction. She's not just connected to them. She's like, I don't even know how to explain it because it's so unique on how she does what she does and how she does it. But then when her job on The Voice judging requires her to eliminate someone, when I heard she was going to be a judge on The Voice, I knew when it came down to this was going to be a challenge for her because she's a walking heart. She really, literally cares and loves people. And I knew this was going to be a struggle for her, but every time she has to eliminate someone, she breaks down. Or every time she sees someone leave the show, she breaks down. And this is why she breaks down and why it's so genuine and why it's so real. Is because Ariana knows that she's looking at those contestants on The Voice that have most likely been given a lot more no's in their lifetime and in their career path than she has. And then now she's forced to pile another no on top of their large pile of no's, and that breaks her. That really tears her down. And this is all clearly evident. I cannot watch Ariana Grande crying. I can't. Now, I'm not insulting Ari by telling that she shouldn't be on the show. It's just hard to watch that beautiful soul of a woman break down. She just, I mean, Kelly Clarkson breaks down too, but Kelly's breaks are more moment heavy. Kelly will break for a moment, but Ari's breakdown is clearly all heart. And it's just so hard to watch. I will say this, look, if you haven't watched Ariana Grande's impression of Celine Dion, go Google, go YouTube it. It's the greatest thing ever. It's spot on Celine Dion. I think she did it on like Jimmy Fallon or something like that. Ari, please continue making your beautiful music, writing your beautiful songs. No more judging, baby girl. That's not you. You can't break someone's heart. If it was up to you, I'm sure you would give every last one of those contestants on The Voice a record contract. I really believe that you would do that. But Ariana, please, let this be a one and done. Our heart breaks every time you cry. We don't want to see you cry. It's like, it's like that big brother thing swells up and I want to go beat the hell out of whoever made you cry. I can't do it anymore. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on to, I'm going to skip ahead. We're going to skip ahead due to time. Let's get to social what? All right, look, the videos on TikTok that say do this to save that, or you see the ones that say TikTok made me buy it. Well, I came across one that has so many things wrong with it. It is just drenched with mistakes that are played up like she's actually doing something good for you, and she's not. Let's look at it. Oh my God, this is horrible.
Starbucks is stealing your money. Caramel macchiatos do not have to cost $10. You can make them in your coffee pot right at home. Do your coffee. Okay. Make sure you give that a good pour. Put that in. This goes like that. Beautiful. Listen for it. You're gonna hear it start to boil up. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna heat that creamer up in here.
Is it starting? Oh, it's starting. It's starting. Yeah, look,
right?
I can see.
Coming through here, going down through the coffee, brewing the coffee, and frothing the milk all at the same time.
Wow.
Okay, so that's the last of it.
That's the last of it?
Turn
it. Oh, wow.
Yeah, turn it off. Now check this out.
Wow. Oh, that is, yes.
Okay, listen. I want to punch these people in their mouth. There is so many things wrong. Look, don't do this. Do not do what this dumbass is saying. And I'm sure this woman's probably a lovely woman, but this video displays her as a complete idiot when it comes to food safety and the cost of money. Let me break it down. There's so many things wrong with this, and this just taps into my food bias, and it hurts my soul. This is so bad. This is so wrong. Listen, number one, if you notice, the coffee maker looked like she just bought that coffee maker for this particular video. She will never use that coffee maker again. If she does, she runs the risk of killing herself. I'm going to tell you why. Because the bacteria that is going to grow in the inner tubes of that Mr. Coffee machine where she put the cream in, that's going to grow bacteria. If she puts more cream through there, that bacteria is going to go right into that little whatever the hell she's trying to make into her system, and she will die. Milk cannot be put, cream cannot be put through a system without being thoroughly cleaned out. This is the reason why so many McDonald's ice cream machines are always broken, because the cleaning cycle is so thorough. That's what they tell us. But I'm telling you here now, food safety wise, you have to, anything that has some type of dairy in it has to be thoroughly clean. That Mr. Coffee maker in the video has plastic tubing on the inside that is only designed to pass warm water. That plastic tubing is porous. It is going to grab on to parts of that cream. And when she puts that coffee maker on her counter where she thinks she's cleaned it out and ready to use it again, it's going to start to grow mold on the inside, the parts that she can't clean, the parts that run through the heating element, and she will kill herself. She used a $4 bottle of creamer in this Mr. Coffee machine. She used a $6 bottle of caramel sauce that she put in the coffee grinds. Now, on top of that, most likely a $9 to $12 can of coffee was used to put in the coffee maker. By the way, where she put the coffee, there was no filter on. And if you fast forward to the end of the video, look at the bottom of the coffee craft, the pot that catches the coffee. All those grinds are in the bottom. She's just sitting there sucking up and drinking grinds of coffee. Again, not a very smart thing to do. So you got $4 for the creamer, $6 for the caramel sauce. You got a $9 to $12 can of coffee. And then the Mr. Coffee, that's a cheaper model because it's only got one little button on the front. It's about a $20 bottle, $20 thing of water. And I'm not factoring in the cream, and I'm not factoring in whatever hell else she had to buy to make this, to save $4.75 on a Starbucks caramel macchiato. Look, I understand Starbucks is expensive. Okay, but if you want to go to Starbucks on a routine basis, you have to accept the fact that you're going to pay $4.75 for a caramel macchiato versus the estimated $54 that this woman just spent in this video trying to save $4.75. And if she reuses it, yes, she over time will save money over going to Starbucks, and that's going to be really easy for her to do because she'll be dead. You can't shortcut everything in life, people. Starbucks is expensive. Own it. If you want the Starbucks, you pay for Starbucks. If you don't, you don't. You can't shortcut something, and TikTok should take this video off of TikTok because it's dangerous. You don't understand, folks. You cannot put cream, a dairy product, through a heating source and not clean it thoroughly. Bacteria will grow. You will kill yourself. You can't do that. Even if you heat the cream up before and pour it in the coffee maker, no, you're putting that cream through tubes that are not made to handle cream. If you ever know anything about food service, the tubes that handle and heat cream, even look over the counter at Starbucks when you go get your $4.75 macchiato. Look over the counter. The tube that heats the cream, that froths the cream, is stainless steel. There's a reason it's stainless steel. This woman is trying to kill y'all to save $4.75 on a venti caramel macchiato. Look, I like Starbucks. I go to Starbucks quite often. I know it's expensive, but don't go out of your way to save $4.75 and risk your life. All right, that pissed me off. I'm good and pissed off now. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I celebrated my last one. I screwed it up. I'm going to go back home after this and make a pie because I finally got all the ingredients for my pie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Snackable. Please make sure that you smash our subscribe button on our YouTube page. Thank you so much to all of you that have subscribed to the show. Thank you so much for all of you that have embraced Snackable. Follow Fat Guy Radio Show on all popular social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're on the TikTok. I think we liked this video. So if TikTok hasn't taken it down, just go to our like video section and you'll be able to watch this video for yourself. We'll see you on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Arizona time when I'm joined with my co-host Doug the D.A. Andrew and Daniel D.T. Taylor and probably my little brother DJ Little D. Oh, by the way, Christmas, December is in a few days, so happy holidays. Is that okay to say? And I notice all you people that had all of Halloween decorations and then Christmas come around, I don't see one Santa. Interesting. All right, this has been Fat Guy Radio Show. Snackable.